Okay, so this one's funny. I got the great speech. I'm doing it about Matthew McConaughey and his speech. It's titled 13 Truths. There are 13 truths about life. And he, like, right now in like today's world, you don't have like the modern day philosophers, Aristotle, Socrates, Plato. I would consider him to be something like that. Just what he puts out there, what he puts into this world, what he puts on social media is philosophical in a sense of his ideas. To start, I'll go over like the beginning of his speech. I think it's funny how like one of okay, let me back up. He gave the speech in 2015. He had just barely come out with Interstellar in 2014. So this was like peak Matthew McConaughey in one of his greatest films ever, like a true masterpiece. And here he is giving a speech to the University of Houston. Granted, he is a Texas Longhorns fan, so there could be a little bit of rivalry in there. He accepted the speech because his dad graduated from there. Pays homage to his father's alma mater. And he, like the first 2 minutes of the speech, he's like kind of paying attention to the crowd and what he's supposed to be reading, but just this guy's just a natural and is kind of chilling, takes his jacket off, unbuttons his shirt a little bit, loosens up, and he unbuttons his cufflinks and rolls up his sleeves and kind of just pulls the chair out, sits in front of a podium, kind of slouches, leans over, probably to read the prompter, because I bet you he didn't memorize his speech. And yeah, it's like, but no one cared. Like, as someone that learned a little bit about public speaking this semester, that's not the way you want to give a speech, because it's like, it almost seems unprofessional. But Matthew McConaughey, being who he is, nobody cared, because everyone has the utmost respect for him. Ouch. Okay, like 240 minutes. Okay, so now to get on with the speech, before I run out of time. He talks about like the 13 truths and like what he believes will help lead to a greater and more productive life for each individual. And the one that resonated with me the most, let me see, he titled it as Define Your Own Success. Depending on who you are, what your situation is, we could all be successful or unsuccessful in the matter of an hour. Like, if you're a homeless person and you're looking for a job, and you secure a job at McDonald's flipping burgers, congrats, that's a success. Like, you may not have the best life right now, but you're trying to better yourself, and that is the first step. No matter how small that first step is, it is the step in the right direction. But someone like Elon Musk, who started with nothing as a college student, ended up dropping out, and creating many billion-dollar businesses in PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, he would be caught dead if he had to go back to flipping burgers at McDonald's, because of like he would be considered unsuccessful if his businesses failed and he had to go back to that, or if he ever went to that, if he had to go to that in the first place. And that's just, it's all about perspective and point of view. And it all just depends on how you define your own success. He